What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Breakdown. I'm Gino Crandall, and before we get started, I just wanted to really thank you guys all for your support and the kind words that you guys had to say about episode 1. Thank you guys all, and let's get into it. So, last week we took a look at a side pick and roll situation with the defense trying to ice, and we attempted to snake back to the middle, but were cut off and had to go back to the outside. This week we're going to take a look at a clip where the snake opportunity is actually there, and we'll break down how we get there and what our reads are once we're there. The first thing we'll make note of is that the spacing on this one is a little bit different than last week's, with the screener trailing the play and coming to set a screen from that angle rather than sprinting up from the paint. However, other than that, we end up with pretty much the exact same spacing as last week's clip. So what we're going to begin with here is, just like we talked about last week, we're going to try and set our defender up toward the middle. In this clip, I do that by directing my eyes toward the screen, as well as turning my shoulders and my hips to really try and sell that we're going to try and get our bodies going that way. What this does is it engages our primary defender and forces him to jump into his ice position, maybe even a second before the screener's defender is in position to help him out. Again, the goal of the ice defense is to not let the ball handler come off of the ball screen. So by forcing the on-ball defender to jump that way before the screener's defender is down there, it opens up a little bit of a driving lane downhill. So if we freeze here, you'll notice that there's not a ton of space to drive directly down the floor at the angle I'm at, because the corner is occupied and that brings the defender there. And that's really the point of the ice, is to really crowd that side of the floor and not give the ball handler much room to work with. And that's why I recommend that as often as possible, you want to look for those snake or split opportunities to get back to the middle. And that's exactly what we do right here. We read number 23's body positioning and his momentum carrying him down the court, and it presents the opportunity for us to snake or split back to the middle and get to that nail area. And as you saw in the last clip, sometimes this requires low dribbles to be away from the defenders that are standing up taller. But here, Yoli Childs actually does a really good job of having his hands low, so we actually have to cross the ball over the top. So once we've successfully split or snaked the ball screen and get the ball right around this nail area, we have a similar setup to just a traditional ball screen if you're coming off, and our reads are going to be a lot similar. We can kick to the corner, we can kick to the wing, or we can try and make a play ourselves, which is what we do here because of the way that the defense was guarding. So the last part of this breakdown is actually going to be the choice of shot that we went here to finish the possession and attempt to score the ball over length and athleticism. You'll notice Yoli Childs, who is actually a very skilled, very athletic, and very long defender in my opinion, took a really good recovery angle here to be able to meet us in the paint and contest us at the rim if that were the option we chose to go with. So reading this, what we do is we get to 2 feet as he's in a sprint/slide, and we allow his momentum to carry him down toward the baseline or towards the hoop in the direction that he was going. And we pivot and turn over our right shoulder and shoot a little fadeaway. And what the fadeaway does here is gives us a little more separation between our jump shot and his long outstretched arms and his ability to contest. This shot can be a really good finishing option for guards if you're going against taller, longer defenders in switch situations or anything like that, or if you're just a bit smaller and have trouble getting the ball up and over taller and longer defenders. All this shot really comes down to is focusing on getting to 2 feet, presenting yourself with the opportunity to pivot, and getting a ton of reps and a ton of practice at getting the footwork down, getting the timing down, and getting the touch so that you can get the ball up and over length and into the hoop. And that's it for episode 2 of The Breakdown. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you're watching on any social media platforms, just be sure to share. We're really looking to grow this, really looking to reach as many people as possible and teach as much as we can, and hoping in the next couple of weeks that we can get some episodes with some guests so that we can get some unique perspectives on basketball, on the moves that, you guys want to learn about and you guys want to see. So hope you all enjoyed, and thank you so much for the support, and I'm really, really looking forward to bringing you guys more great basketball content.